To get the most out of your new Kalmar K-Motion reach stacker, you need to drive differently than you have in the past. The changes are straightforward, but will make a big difference to your driving experience and fuel efficiency of the machine. There are 5 changes that you need to make. The way you use the parking brake, the way you change direction and gears, how you accelerate, how you brake, how you drive while lifting and lowering. Making these changes will significantly reduce your reach stacker's fuel consumption and cabin noise, while maintaining power and operating precision. Before we go through the changes, you need to start your machine. Now that your screen is active, you are ready to start. The first change is that your parking brake is now part of the direction lever on the steering column. To release the parking brake, you need to push the direction lever down like this while depressing the service brake. To re-engage the parking brake, you need to return the direction lever to neutral and then lift it back into its original position while depressing the service brake. Once the parking brake is released, you are ready to start moving. This is similar to our current reach stacker range. In older or other manufacturers' machines, the working brake may be located elsewhere. The second change is you now only need to choose to go forward or reverse, and you can change direction while moving. Changing gears is no longer required as K-Motion has a continuous variable transmission, which means it does the gear selection for you. You just need to choose to go forwards or reverse, like an automatic gearbox. You can also change direction by using the travel direction selector on the joystick. You no longer need to rev your engine to move as the machine's control system now manages the engine speed for you. The second advantage of a continuous variable transmission is that you can change direction smoothly while you're still moving with direct shift, even at speed. Having an automatic gearbox is common in other reach stackers. The difference is you cannot change direction while moving. Traditionally, the machine needs to come to a complete stop if you want to change direction. Change 3. The speed pedal is used to move your machine, not to rev your engine. To start moving your machine, you need to select your direction and depress the speed pedal with your foot. You will notice that you need to apply less pressure than usual. This will significantly help to reduce the strain on your leg. You will also notice that the engine noise and vibrations are greatly reduced, making your cabin a more comfortable place to work. However, less engine noise does not mean less power. It means you are getting exactly the right level of power you need to move your reach stacker effectively around the yard. In traditional reach stackers, engine speed is controlled by the driver using the accelerator. Putting pressure on the accelerator gives more power, and taking pressure off reduces the power. Having to operate the accelerator in this way puts a lot of stress on the driver's body and generates much more noise in the cabin than a K-Motion machine. The next change is significant, as there are now 4 different ways to brake, not the traditional one. When you need to slow down or stop, you just take your foot off the speed pedal. This is called soft braking. You will notice that as soon as you release your foot from the speed pedal, the engine power reduces and your reach stacker will decrease in speed slowly until it comes to a complete stop. You can also brake by changing direction with the direction lever and pressing the speed pedal at the same time. This will slow your reach stacker down slowly without having to use the brake pedal. This is called medium braking. If you need to make an immediate stop, you can still apply the brakes directly through the service brake pedal. This is called hard braking. In most cases, taking your foot off the accelerator is all you need to do. The auto brake is activated automatically when your travel direction lever is left in either forward or the reverse position, and the speed pedal is not being used. The machine will stay stationary on level ground, but may move slightly if stopped on a gradient. When you do come to a complete stop, remember to apply the parking brake, which is now on the direction lever on the steering column. to be completely safe. With other reach stackers, there is only one way to brake, by depressing the brake pedal. The brake must be applied to keep the reach stacker in place when picking or placing a load. This adds additional strain to the driver's body. To stop the machine and stay in one place, the working brake on the direction lever must be used as there is no auto brake in traditional reach stackers. If the parking brake is not applied, the machine may move on its own accord. The final change means you can now continue to move while lifting and lowering. You don't need to do anything differently here, but it will feel different. With K-Motion, your reach stacker now has sensors that detect the precise weight of your load. This allows the mechanical drive to deliver exactly the right amount of power to lift your load. As the driveline power is split between lifting and moving, your K-Motion can lift slowly while moving quickly, or lift quickly while moving slowly. Your machine will seem a lot quieter. This just means the control system is delivering exactly the right amount of power. With other reach stackers, to lift or move, the engine power must be increased by depressing the accelerator, as the power is coming from the one drive unit. Operating the machine like this will dramatically increase fuel consumption and cabin noise. In summary, there are 5 things you need to take into consideration when operating your Kalmar K-Motion reach stacker. Firstly, the parking brake is now on the travel direction lever. Secondly, you have just 2 directions to choose, forwards or reverse. Third, your speed pedal is now used to move your machine, not rev your engine. Fourth, you have 4 different ways to brake. And finally, you can now move while you're lifting or lowering. If you adopt these changes, you will start to see all the benefits that K-Motion has to offer, plus have a more rewarding and comfortable driving experience. If you need any further help or training, just contact your local Kalmar support team. Kalmar K-Motion. All the power, up to 40% less fuel and emissions. Kalmar. Making your every move count.